trading is going pretty crazy on one Eric Dyer.
It is, yeah. I mean, you say crazy. He's hit his highest price in the last year after jumping into the crowd last night. Now, it is a little bit up in the air because I'm not sure whether it's, is this a negative story or a positive story for Eric Dyer? There's sort of two ways of looking at it. I think it's still, sort of remains to be seen. Either way, traders on Football Index are thinking this could be a positive thing for him. He's getting in the news headlines, he's getting a bit of media dividends potentially. So, again, still remains to be seen. Either way, he has risen to his highest price in the last year.
Curious? That's one of the curious aspects of Football Index, that Dyer, who, now you said he scored his penalty last night. So you would think it might be for that, but it's because of all this massive media interest, Glenn, on him today, that people have begun to trade in shares in Eric Dyer. I mean, it beggars belief, Joe.
That's how it works, Jim.
But that's how it works.
That's how it works. Do you want to talk about some football?
Let's talk football, mate. Yeah,
cool.
Come on. Who's doing what?
Well, I've got Liverpool-Bournemouth for you. So it's a 12:30 game. I believe you guys are covering it here on TalkSPORT.
Yeah, live on TalkSPORT.
Absolutely. First versus 18th. There's 52 points that separate Liverpool and Bournemouth. Now, obviously, we had this shock defeat for Liverpool at the weekend to Watford, followed by a defeat midweek. It actually means that they've lost 3 of the last 4 in all competitions, which is nuts considering how good this Liverpool team is. However, in the last 5 Premier League matches against Bournemouth, Liverpool have won by an aggregate score of 17-0. So Bournemouth are finding it hard to score against Liverpool. And I really think that Liverpool are going to have some fire when they come out on Saturday to face Bournemouth. They want to put these losses to bed. So I think you should probably be putting money into Sadio Mane. He's £3.01 on the index. 13 goals, 6 assists in 25 Premier League games so far. He's pretty much a shoo-in to be at least nominated for PFA Player of the Year, and I think he's got huge potential to win it as well. I mean, can you think of a player that has performed better than Sadio Mane this year?
Wow. I mean, people are talking about Jordan Henderson, aren't they?
Sure. I mean, Henderson would be another great call, actually. That's not a bad call. I haven't got him written down.
But of the front 3 for Liverpool, I think Sadio Mane has been terrific.
I'd say he's the better out of the top 3 at the moment, yeah. Moving back a bit in the pitch then, I've got Trent Alexander-Arnold written down as well. He's £6.86 on the index. I think he's the highest Premier League ranked player on the index in terms of value. He was rested against Chelsea midweek. He's got the second most Premier League assists this season. He's behind only Kevin De Bruyne. And since the start of last season, he's provided more assists than any other player in the Premier League. So he's at the most in the last 2 seasons. He's incredible, Trent. He's still rising. He's obviously going to go to the Euros in the summer, so I think he'd be a really shrewd purchase for someone.
You got nobody in Bournemouth's line up for us.
Oh, give me a chance, Jim. I'm getting there. Don't worry. I'll get there. I've got Josh King written down. He's £1.08. I think he was mentioned by Tom Renderson on last week's show, or maybe the week before. Can't remember. No, it was last week's show because Tom said that you should go for Josh King, and then he scored against Chelsea. So there you go.
There you go.
Mystic Tom.
Midas touch.
Happy days. He's got 46 goals in the Premier League, and that makes him the second highest Norwegian goal scorer in Premier League history. Who's the first?
Norwegian.
Yeah.
John Carew?
Not quite. Currently managing in the Premier League, to give you a bit of a clue.
Oh, Ole.
It's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. There you go.
What
now,
were
look,
you thinking?
if you'd have got that at home, you might have the sort of knowledge that could make you a brilliant football trader. So you should be getting on Football Index. Do you see
That's
what I
why
did
we
there,
don't do
guys?
very well. Then.
Well, there you go.
Come
Yeah,
to
there you go.
mind.
Natalie, it is.
Glenn, how thick are you and I, mate?
I ain't got a clue.
It's one of those things.
And quickly, Burnley, Tottenham. Who have you got for us?
Sure, Burnley, Tottenham. I jumped straight into the players. I was going to give you a bit of fluff, but I'll do the players instead. So I've got Dwight McNeil written down, who I think is a fantastic player.
Good player, isn't he?
£2.34. It reminds me a bit of Riyad Mahrez, the way he sort of cuts it and gives a whip, a shot or something like that. He's £2.34 on the index, up 6p in the last 24 hours. 2 goals and 5 assists in the Premier League this season. Now, I do want to say I'm going to relate him to some other English players in similar positions. So I don't quite think he'll make the Euros squad over the likes of Jadon Sancho at £9.36, Raheem Sterling £6.07, James Maddison £4.45. However, Dwight McNeil could definitely do some damage against Spurs, especially if they're as suspect as they were against Wolves.
Dwight McNeil is the name. Listen, Joe, we're out of time, but that was a look at this weekend's Premier League action with the Index, Football Index. Trade up to £1,000 risk-free, and if you don't love Football Index, get a full refund with a 7-day money-back guarantee. Terms, conditions apply.